Good morning, everybody. How is everybody? This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Healthy Lifestyle. You guys ever had a situation that happened with you with your ears? Today, I'm going to give you 20, at least 20 good things that maybe can help you keep your ears unclogged and help you through that process. I always seem to have this problem myself, so I'm always looking for remedies, and I have found like three by doing some research that helps. So we'll go through these briefly. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yawning and chewing gum can help pop the ears. This works by equalizing the pressure and operating. That's the thing. When I used to fly a lot, of course they always say, and I always did, bring gum, and they would keep your ears from clogging up, having the pressure. I had pressure one time so bad, flying from Chicago overnight to Los Angeles, and it was so bad that it was actually causing my jaw and my head to hurt so bad. And I said something to the stewardess. I said, "This pressure's really getting to me now." She goes, "That's really funny you said that. Other people are complaining too. Let me check the cabin pressure." And come to find out, I don't know how they do it. I don't know anything about it, but it was set wrong. I didn't know you could set anything like that. But anyway, after about 5 minutes, it was fine. The thing that you don't realize that it does happen quite a bit. Even here in the Philippines, I climb in the mountains in a car and get to the top of the mountain, and my ears are popping like crazy. So eardrops can unclog the ear also by lubricating the ear canal. You can actually use olive oil also, 2 drops, 3 drops will help lubricate the ear and get rid of that noise that maybe you have something clogged in your ear, or it's cold, or air conditioning or something. Of course, applying heat to the ear helps, and it relieves the pain and unclog the ear. So a lot of times just take a warm bath towel and or sleeping, blanket, turn it on and lay on it, and it helps too. Decongestants can help the swelling in the ear and make it easier. Like antihistamines, decongestion. Sometimes you just maybe catching a cold, and that's one of the things about catching a cold. It's one thing that I used to do years ago when I had it really bad was I would take a hot, hot, hot shower. Not necessarily on me, but get the steam going in the bathroom to relieve some of that. Of course, here in the Philippines, using that 220 and have that shower run for 30 minutes is not a good idea. Electricity bill, right? But the steam can actually help. It unclogs the ear by breaking up the congestion in your ear. Long hot shower or humidifier in the room can help you breathe and help you, feel better. Altitude changes is what causes a lot of time clogged ears for people that live in areas with life. If you change elevations, um, because you don't realize you're going up and down in the mountains and you're constantly changing. A lot of people have a lot of ear problems here. There's actually more than I thought. And there's a discussion with my family, so it's the only reason I know that. A saline solution can help clear out your ear. It's basically just warm water and salt and saline itself, and it can relieve the pain and swelling sometimes. Uh, what causes the problems in our ears? We don't really realize, but these things here are dangerous. These little things right here, earplugs, earplugs. It just pushes it back down in your ear, pushes it back down in your ear. So if you're prone to have clogged ears, consider using earplugs when flying or driving, but non-earplugs, because it just pushes it back down in your ear. Exercise your ears. What does that do? How do you do that? Well, you take your ear and you move it up and down and around, and sometimes like this can relieve it. This, moving it around, circles, and it can relieve it. But don't do it hard. Like my mother used to do, just grab it and start yanking on it. So exercise your ears can help. Staying hydrated, believe it or not, is something that's very important too. Uh, Drinking fluids can help keep the mucous membranes from your ears moist, which can reduce the likelihood of clogging. Irritants such as tobacco and smoke and dust and odors can increase, believe it or not, your ears. This comes from, I love my doctor. Okay, what do you want to talk about today? Clogged ears. Hold on, you got the pencil? I'll send it. I have my secretary send it to you. So he sends me all these things, what I can do. And he gives me, today is 20 bullet points. Of course, massage your ears, around your ears, quickly massaging the area around your ears to relieve the pressure and unclog the ear. Decongestant nasal spray sometimes will actually knock it through too. So if you have a decongestion, you can put in your nose, will help relieve some of that too. Ear hygiene is very important, you guys know. Taking the time to clean out your ears and proper maintenance on that. Because what happens is, you guys know, if it's the ear gets dry, you get a lot of wax in there, and then it just builds up, builds up, builds up. Babies have the problem because they sleep sometimes with a baby bottle, and parents don't realize it leaks, and then it gets in the ear, and before they have ear infections. So sudden changes in temperature can affect your ears. Of course, how are you going to change a snowstorm coming in and protect your ears over that? They have over-the-counter ear drops that can help you a lot. This softens the wax. We sometimes don't really realize all we got to do is just do simple things. Like I said, olive oil will soften the wax. Just 2 drops, in your ear. So will what we call sweet oil is good. You can buy it for your ears. A warm compress that we talked about earlier. And over the ear can help relieve pressure and unclog the ear. Steam in the bathroom, as I mentioned earlier, is really good to unclog the ear. Of course, now this is something that I asked. Get plenty of rest. Get enough rest so you can reduce the likelihood of clogged ears. So I asked them, I said, okay, you always put this in here, rest. So when you're tired, the mucous membranes in your ears can become dry and congested, leading to clogging. So I asked him, I says, doctor, so get plenty of rest. Well, what if you sleep 12 hours a day anyway? He said, well, you're sleeping too much. Maybe you need to go outside in the sun. Not talking about me. That's just talking about the kid, a neighbor had a problem with his ears. I heard him out there yelling, Mama, in English. Mother, my ears stopped up. My ears stopped up. And I happened to realize, I woke up this morning with my ears stopped up too. And RR had a problem last week with it. So today I decided I'm going to do a video on clogging ears and unclog your ears. So simple things, stand in the shower. If you don't have a shower, olive oil or sweet oil, a cold, warm compress. So if you don't have anything here in the Philippines, say, maybe you can just take a thing of water, put it on a bath rag, hot water, put it on a bath rag, and then put it to your ear. Of course, rinse it out, drain the water, and put it to your ear so you can get the warmth of that. Just simple things like that can really make a big difference in your overall being, overall health. Eating well, it's amazing. I'm learning this now more so than I ever have, because I would have never thought in a million years, okay, I'm going to be worried about this. But as time goes on, you realize you get older, you better start worrying about stuff like this, simple things like this. Because if you don't, one thing leads to another, it leads to another, it leads to another. So if you got a bad hip and you don't fix the bad hip, it's going to lead to other complications. If you're having pain in your side, you're not getting enough exercise. And if you would exercise, lose some weight, the pain may stop, but you don't do anything about it, then it leads to another. Before you know it, you're in a wheelchair, and you only have, instead of 20 years to live, you have 5. So it's so many things we have to really just be aware of, take our time, and really take care of ourselves. God bless everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching my videos.